Is it ever too late to save your marriage? I'm often contacted by people whose spouse has asked them for a separation or divorce, and they're anxious to know if it's still possible to save their marriage. Well, there's never an easy answer to this, as it depends a lot on the individual's situation. But there are some things to bear in mind that can help you to save your marriage, no matter how late in the game it appears to be. And the first thing to realize is it's never too late to do anything if you're determined enough to succeed. And this applies especially to getting back together with your spouse and rebuilding your marriage. And bear in mind that there are instances where a couple has reunited months, even years after a divorce. And this has happened even when one or both has become involved with someone else. And I often say that there are only two reasons why you can't succeed in saving your marriage. And they are either you decide that you don't want to, or you simply give up trying. And actually, both of these reasons really are the same thing, which is you deciding to stop trying to get your spouse back. Now, of course, the longer the time that elapses, the less likely you are to be successful. The emotional connection between the two of you becomes harder to re-establish. But make no mistake about it, it can be done, as others before you have proved. The second thing to bear in mind is it's very important to remember that your spouse wants to end your marriage for emotional reasons, not logical ones. I'll repeat that. Your spouse wants to end your marriage for emotional reasons, not logical ones. And that is why there's no point in trying to appeal to their sense of logic when you're trying to get them to come back to you. Now, you can explain to them all of the reasons why they should stay and work on your marriage and all of the reasons why they shouldn't leave, but it's only going to fall on deaf ears. And perhaps you've experienced this already. Because the truth is, they are leaving you simply because being with you doesn't make them feel good. And that they can see that being somewhere else, or even with someone else, is going to make them feel better. So if you want to save your marriage, you have to get your spouse feeling better emotionally about being with you rather than with someone or somewhere else. And that's why you need to be careful in your dealings with them. You always need to ask yourself, is what I'm intending to do or say to my spouse, is this going to make them feel better about me or not? Now, this takes a lot of mental strength, particularly if they are trying to antagonize you or if they don't respond positively to you. Now, the third thing to realize, and perhaps the most important, it's to remember that it's not the amount of time that has elapsed that is important. It is whether or not you are doing the right things to save your marriage. And there are proven techniques and strategies that are very effective in saving marriages. And these can work in even apparently hopeless cases. So learn what these are and start applying them to your situation, and you might be amazed how quickly you can turn the situation around. You know, it really is a great feeling to have your husband or wife change their mind about leaving your marriage and deciding they want to stay or even to come back. Very often the marriage will be stronger as a result, with better communication, greater intimacy, and a new sense of appreciation and gratitude for each other. And you too can have that if you want it. Just don't give up. Keep going until you find the things that actually do work and start doing those. And your happiness and your marriage are worth the effort. And if you want to find out what the things are that actually do work in saving a marriage and a proven strategy to start doing them, you can learn these in my Save Your Marriage program, which you'll find on my website, growinginloveforlife.com. This powerful program has been used by individuals worldwide to heal and restore their marriage, often when it was on the edge of divorce. And this program is going to show you everything you need to do to save your marriage and restore the love between you and your spouse. So to enroll and find out more, click on the link below. I look forward to helping you save your marriage.